Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Sabrina and we're gonna get started paying bills and doing the cash stuffing of my envelope for the beginning of May. Before I get started, this is a document that I created. It's a PDF and it is a really simple way to pay bills. And if you would like this document, I'm happy to email you one. Just subscribe to the channel and then I will send you out a copy of this, and it is an editable document and you can go in and you can change any of this. If you get paid once a month, you can change this to one column. We get paid twice a month, and so the way that we do this is I'll write the name of the month on the top and you'll see how I do it. And then for the first paycheck of the month, I'm just gonna fill in the whole first column. Then I will put this in my financial binder, and when it's the second paycheck of May, I'm able to see what I still owe for the month and where all of the money went for the whole month. So at the end of the year, I have 12 of these documents in a binder, and it just shows me a good detail of every paycheck for the month. So let me get started filling this out. So I typically will just write the name of the month on top. So right now we are in May of 2020. Okay, so first of all, the income for this paycheck was $39.75. So now I will come up and this will be the last box that I fill in when the document is done. So I'll come back to this box. Next, I'm gonna go through all of my bills for the month. We're a Christian family, and for us, for our finances, we always start with giving 10% of our money to our local church, and then from there we do giving on top of that, but this is always what we do first. So I typically just take this number and I'll give 10%, so that would be $400. Our mortgage is $1,600 a month, and so the way we do that, we break it up and we pay $800 in the first paycheck and we'll pay another $800 in the second paycheck. And then the next category for bills right now, my husband is currently on a Navy ship in the middle of the ocean somewhere, and he has to pay his mess hall bill. So the food that he eats on the ship, I have to make sure there's money in the account for him. And so that's typically around $400 a month. So I'm gonna put $250 in there for him to take out, and that'll give him some money to buy candy or Cokes or to buy some of the younger sailors things as well. So I'm gonna give him $250. Dominion, that's our power bill. And this month, that is $98.28. Our sanitation is due. We pay that in the first, and then that's gonna be $91.64. YouTube TV, I split this with my brother, and my portion is $30. Our eye insurance comes out of our first paycheck, and we pay $31 a month for that. USAA, that's our car insurance. We do not pay that in the first paycheck. We will wait and pay that the second paycheck. Also, American United, we will pay that in the second paycheck. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the prices over here just so when it's the next paycheck, I remember that I need to pay these bills. And I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, okay. Edward Jones, that's just for our 401k, $200 a month. That always comes out of the first paycheck. We don't do the second paycheck. City card, I put several bills on the city card. I put all of my groceries on the credit card because I like to do the Walmart grocery pickup, and so our groceries will be on there. My gas will be on the credit card. My cell phone bill is on the credit card. Our internet bill, our pest control is on the credit card. And there's several things that we just put on the credit card, and that is typically right at $1,000 for all of that. And then we have a $3,000 loan for house repairs that we're doing right now. We're gonna put our house on the market and sell it soon. And so we just have little payments of $108.56. And then I leave a few blank categories for random bills that come in for the month. This month, the stormwater is due. And my kids are fighting. I may have to pause this and go deal with them. My husband's deployed and I have 5 kids, and it is at the middle of this pandemic, and so it will be calm and then they will lose their minds. Okay, so that is all of my bills for the month, and I don't have any more to put in here. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna total my bills, and then whatever my final number for bills is, I'm gonna subtract that number from my $39.75. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to take this number, and I always round it up to the nearest dollar. So that is $3,054. And so then I'm going to come up to the bills category, and I'm going to subtract $3,054. Okay? And so that tells me $39.75 minus $30.54. That shows me that I have $921 left. And what I like to do with that money is there's 3 categories left. There's my savings account, which is how much we'll put into our emergency fund. We have that built up where we need it, but if I have some left over, I'm gonna put that over here. So the other 2 categories that we do are cash envelopes and our sinking funds. So I'm going to start with my cash envelopes. So this is for me. This is spending money, so I'm gonna give myself $40. Eating out. Now this number is going to look large, but it's because it's also part of our grocery money. So I put $250 here, and the money in that envelope, we have a grocery store through our backyard fence, and I'll just give my son a $20 bill and I'll say, go get me 2 gallons of milk, a thing of ice cream, and some yogurt. And so some of this is also going to groceries. And then I also give myself in the grocery category another 20. So I have about $270 in cash that goes toward food for this next 2 weeks. Family fun, it's a quarantine right now, so we are having fun that doesn't cost anything. Miscellaneous, I'm gonna put $5. Giving, I already took out extra money this week for a friend, and so I'm gonna cross this out. I've already spent that money. Beauty, and I'm gonna put $10 here. And I like to buy stickers and fun things like that for planners, and I'm not gonna put any money in there this time. So I'm gonna add up what I have left of this $921. All right, 325. So my cash envelopes, I'm gonna have 325. So I know over here, I also have 325 to deduct. So I have $596. So for Christmas, I'm gonna put $50 in my Christmas envelope. House and car maintenance, I typically give each of those $30. Vacation, that's coming up soon when my husband comes home, and so I wanna make sure there's money in that envelope. Birthday, I have several kid birthdays that are coming up. Clothing, I have 5 kids, and so they need some summer clothes. Back to school, that is coming up, hopefully. And decor, I'm gonna put $20 in there, and kids, I'm gonna put $25. And that's typically if they do chores, I'll give them $5. Like if I see they're working really hard, it at least gives me money that I can go to bless them. So let's see how much that was.
50 plus 30 plus. Okay, 455.
Okay, so whatever I have left is what I'm gonna put in my emergency savings fund. Minus 3054, minus 325, minus 455. All right, I have $141, so I'm gonna put in my savings account $141. And so now you'll see, I know where every dollar went for this paycheck, the total left, I've spent all of it. Again, if you want this document, just subscribe to my channel and I will make sure that I email you a copy of this, and you are welcome to change it as you want. So now we're gonna get started, and we are going to, I'm gonna get the money out and we're gonna stuff the sinking funds. We're gonna start with my cash envelopes. Now, if you're not familiar with this system, the way that it works is You give yourself a certain budget for each category until the next paycheck. And once the money in this envelope is gone, then you're done spending in that area. And it's a great way to budget and to see where every dollar goes. So let's get started. So for my personal envelope, I'm gonna get 40. I typically get 30, but this month we're quarantined and my husband's deployed and I feel like I need a little bit of extra wiggle room there. Eating out, now this kind of goes with some of our grocery budget. So I'm gonna put 250 in this envelope and then I'll explain it. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, and 50. So that sounds like a lot, but with 5 kids, you know, if we go to Chick-fil-A one time, we're at $40. And with, again, my husband gone, I need to have a little bit of wiggle room that if I need to take them out, then I have the ability to do that. Also, we have a grocery store through our back fence, and sometimes I'll take money out of this envelope and I'll give it to my son to go get me some groceries that I'm short on. So this kind of is a food budget as well. In a grocery envelope, I probably should just combine these 2 envelopes. I'm gonna put another 20, and this is, again, sometimes I don't wanna give them a large bill. I would rather just give them 5s to go do that for me. It has been a blessing to have that grocery store during this time where I can just hand him the money and have him go and I don't have to drive. Okay, family fun. We're not doing anything that costs money right now. We're just kind of hanging out at the house and playing outside. So we're not gonna stuff this envelope. Miscellaneous is gonna get $5. This is a nice envelope for any time that I have an unexpected expense that I don't know where to pull from. I have this change for it. I had to pay parking a while back and this was a great envelope to have. So I really have enjoyed this envelope. Giving, this is where we keep our church tithe, but since we're doing church online, I've just been mailing that in instead of putting it in the envelope. And then typically I keep 5s and 1s in here to give, but I'm not around people right now. And so we already did that giving as well before I was paid. So this giving has already been spent. And then again, this is the envelope I use. So if I were to buy something on Amazon, or if I were to maybe pay for Subway, I did this last week. Subway was buy 2 subs, get 1 free. And so it was cheaper to do it through the app. So I just took money out of my eating out and I put it in the back to the bank. And so anytime I spend something online, I'll take that money and I'll put it into the back to the bank. And then right before I get paid, I will take this money, I'll put it in my account, and then I'll pay off the credit card with that. And then that keeps me on budget and allows me, if I need to do something on Amazon, to do that. So this is fully stuffed. Okay, now we're gonna move on to our sinking funds. And if you're not familiar with sinking funds, this is a type of a secondary saving account for larger expenses that you have through the year. And it's a nice way to not have to put financial burdens on a credit card and to just be saving up for it through the year. So for Christmas, I'm going to put $50. And I also keep, in most of these, I keep a tracker. So if I take out or if I add, I fill it out. I've already filled these out for this. So let's count our Christmas money. So we have 50, 100, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, 290. Okay. We typically spend about $1,000 at Christmas between the kids and family members. So what was I at? 390? No, 290. Yeah, so we have a ways to go, but that's still a really good start. Okay, house maintenance. This one I'm gonna put $30 in. I had quite a bit of money in this envelope last month and I depleted it because I went and bought a push lawnmower when this pandemic started because I thought my little boys are too young to be on the riding lawnmower with my husband gone, and so I just wanted a push mower for all the boys to be able to push mow the yard. I thought they needed something to do, and so I bought a push mower and I got it out of this account, and that was really nice not to have to put that on the credit card. I'll also use this envelope to buy air filters or Drano or anything like that that I need from Home Depot. Car maintenance, I'm gonna put $30. I just had the oil changed in our vehicles, and so now I'm just trying to build this back up. Even if we need a repair, it would be nice to have this to pull from. So in car maintenance, we have 50, 70, 90, 100, 110, 111, 112. I may pay for tags out of this envelope. Depends on when that comes. Vacation, I am saving for when my husband comes home from deployment. I want to go on vacation and I want to spend time with him, and I don't know when we'll be able to do that with this pandemic, so I'm giving it 100 and I'm just saving. I'm hopeful. So we have for vacation 1 to 300, 50, 70, 90. So 390. Okay, birthdays. I forgot to get my mom a birthday present, so I need to do that. So I'm gonna add 50. I like to do smaller bills for if my kids are going to a birthday party for a little kid. I don't really think I need to give a 5-year-old $20, so I'll give them a 10. I just like to keep smaller bills in here. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Really, we don't do a ton of birthday parties. It's hard for me to do all that extra driving. And my kids kind of know we don't really do a lot of that. And it used to bother them, but now they just get it. And I don't really think that they care. They're so busy with their school schedule. So, okay, clothing. This is gonna get 50, 20, 40, 50. We have to take these kids shopping for summer clothes. I need to get them swimsuits and flip-flops and shorts, and the stores have been closed, so once the stores open, I'll have this to get them closed. So 150, 70, 90, 200, 5. Oh, wait. This is out of order. Okay, so 100, 50, 70, 90, 200, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. 218, perfect. Back to school, we're gonna fund this with 100. 1 to 300, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. So 390, which is a good start. It is so expensive to get the kids with their shoes and socks and underwear and school clothes and book bags. So that's a really good start. Stickers, I'm not funding this envelope. Beauty, this will get $10. 10, 20, 21, 22, that's for mascara or maybe nail polish. I don't really get a lot of stuff, but that's nice to have. Decor, the military should be moving us soon, so I'm putting 20 in here. I just wanted to have a place to pull from when we move if there's things I want for the house. And so the last thing that I like to do when I'm able to is with all 5 kids, I like to have an envelope for them. Now this envelope does not belong to them, but I like to have an envelope where if I desire to bless them, that I have a place to go. So this paycheck, I'm gonna put $5 in each of their envelopes. And so maybe they're working really hard on online school, or they are working really hard on their chores or they're having a hard day and I want to take them out for a little date to get them ice cream, this is where I go. And I've been doing this for a while. And again, this is not their money. This is my money to give them when I went a while back. Noah wanted to go to a movie with friends, and so he had money in his envelope, and so I handed him that money and he was able to go. So it's really just a way that I'm able to bless the kids when we're able to. So that's kind of like a little savings for them as well. So that completes the stuffing. Now again, if you are interested in this sheet, it is such a nice sheet. Just subscribe to the channel and I will make sure to email you a copy of this PDF and you can alter it and make it your own. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.